Good morning. Let's go to the boom. Good morning. Hi. I'm Nicholas. Today, what I wanted to do is actually a suggestion from someone from the Twitch family, Nancy. Write all of the things that I feel like are holding me back or things that I want to like let go of, and then burn them. I had never heard of this before, but every time I tell people like this is, I think, a really good idea, like Nancy suggested, everyone's like, yeah, like that's a thing, people do that. And I'm like, oh, I'd never heard of it. It seems like so symbolic. I came up with 10 things that I wanted to leave or just things that I need to get over. I feel like it's not gonna be emotional for me, but you know, I cry for fun, okay? And if I burn down my house in the process, hopefully I get it on film. I'm also here with a tiny baby ghost. Yeah, they're tiny. Steve's gonna help me. So when I'm gonna have an emotional conversation about things I'm letting go of, I need you to not let go of your gas. Okay. So I wrote them on pink paper because pink is like, it's pretty cute. What's not cute is the smell of that toot. Oh my God, you stinky bitch. The first one that I'm gonna get rid of is blaming other things for why I don't have content. Oh, hey, how are you? I've always been so proactive my whole life. My mom has always been someone that's like, make lists and get things done and like be efficient. You look like a little hippo in the corner of the screen. Be efficient and like always keep moving and keep going. And at some point, like, I lost that. There's a lot of reasons why I think my motivation has died. I can pinpoint a lot of them. Oh, Dad, what about tummy rubs? Okay, so clearly there's some more important things going on and they're called tummy rubs. They need to happen. You know, it's like life is so hard for me sometimes, but it's never harder than it is for Steven. You know that? Like everybody with pets, your life will never be as hard as your pets. Okay, I talked about a couple videos ago about like my struggle with myself right now, and while that is also valid and like I just got out of a management contract and like a lot's going on Twitch, like a huge shift happened and I'm taking control over my channel again and like all this stuff. So many things felt like they were piling up that I started to use it as excuses instead of just to keep going. I felt like all these things were real, but like I was blaming all of these things. Like I could have kept going, I could have maneuvered, I could have did it, but it just felt like a dog pile, and that was my excuse. And at some point the excuse is no longer valid, right? Like it's just too bad. You have to keep going. Like you figured out, you shift, you make it work. And I stopped making it work, and that's only my fault. This is one of the hardest ones, and it seems so stupid, but like I need to stop comparing myself to other content creators. Like that's like a huge thing that I do. YouTube is like where I live, you know what I mean? Like all the other stuff is like all fun and games. Like I post like dumb stuff like on TikTok, like it's not serious. Like Instagram is just like pictures and whatever, and I feel like I bear a lot of my soul on YouTube. And I find that because like my dream was always YouTube to start, like as a teenager, I like compare myself to the creators who like I grew up watching, like Jenna Marbles. Obviously that I think is the biggest comparison that gets made to me, and while that's so flattering, I'll never be her. She's like queen. I love Lauren Giraldo and like Smokey Glow and like there's so many YouTubers that I love, and I watch their content, and their content is so amazing and life-changing, and like I just compare myself to them all the time, and I feel like that really hinders my content, and like you guys might not ever notice. I gotta just start doing my own thing and stop comparing myself to these other creators, because like who cares? Like who cares? Me, and I need to stop caring. But yeah, so I hope that made sense. Oh, I feel like a lot of us are like this, not just me. I have to stop creating goals and finding all of the reasons why it's going to fail. Oh my God, I am such a glass half empty person. Like the most amazing life-changing thing can happen to me. I feel it for like 2 seconds and then I immediately go negative, negative, negative. And I just start like thinking of all of the like negative things about this, you know what I mean? And like I don't let myself enjoy things. I don't let myself have these like wins ever, big or small. Like try not to reveal too much about stuff going on in my like life, but there's so many good things that happen and I just ruin them, and I just want to leave that behind, and I want to start like celebrating myself and like the good things that happen. You know what I mean? Dad, stop celebrating yourself and celebrate me. I'm a tiny baby and I'm pretty cute. Yeah, Papa. Are you pretty cute? Mwah. You want to help me do this, Dad? Yeah, I could probably help. What's the next one? Okay. I need to stop like neglecting my mental health. Like, I'm not looking after my mental health at all. I talk about my mental health a lot. I'm very open with like what's going on here and here. Wait, left side, your heart. I'm very open with you guys about like what's going on in my life and my soul. Hi. But I don't really do anything about it. I feel like I just kind of say it. Someone asked this question on Instagram Q&A thing that I did. Someone said like, how does it feel to be so vulnerable for you? And I was like, it's actually really interesting because it doesn't feel like purging. Like, you know when people talk about stuff or they vent and they feel like they got a lot out? Like, that's never been me. I used to journal and I would write like all of the things that like I needed to get out, and that didn't help me. Even through dance, I felt like I was like expressing and feeling all these emotions, but then like they were just there. I'm the kind of person who's like, if I bring it all to the surface and I talk about it, it sucks. It doesn't like make it feel better. Do you know what I mean? I need to stop just talking about it and I need to start doing things about it. I also have this thing where like I'm like, well, I'll do it later. Like I have stuff to do right now and I'm like, oh, let me focus on growing my life, and like there's so many things that need work in my life, and like, and I'll just deal with that later, because it's like when you've been sad or you've been feeling a certain way for so long, it's almost like, well, whatever, I could deal with it later because I've been dealing with it later. Well, I've never actually dealt with it, but I've been like putting it off for this long, like it's not that deep. I could put it off some more, right? And now like I'm realizing, Scuba da Boo, did you just fart again? I realize now that putting it off is not working, and it's actually negatively affecting the things that I'm doing. Get that booty cannon out of here, you stinky boy. What's really interesting is sharing my emotions and what I'm going through helps you guys, but it doesn't help me. But I think it would help me if by sharing it with you, I was held accountable and I had to get things, or I had to make changes. Does that make sense? I don't know. Hope that makes sense. This one's tough. I don't want it to sound like I'm like being mean. I have to stop putting other people's emotions before my own. For some background, growing up, I was not very sympathetic or empathetic with anyone. I was very much like, me, focus on me. I don't care about anyone else, like whatever. Your feelings or opinions do not matter to me. I don't care. And then I met Edmund Hogan. And he opened up my life to what the world was really like. He didn't just like open me up to a different world, he exploded the bubble that I was in, where I only knew a certain way of life. And then like everything changed, and it happened very quickly, and I just started to feel bad for everyone and everything. And like I went from being like the queen of saying no to like I couldn't even bring things up out of the fear of like hurting someone. Like if something made me uncomfortable, like I couldn't deal with it and I would like make choices, and I would rather just suffer. Hold on, sit. Oh yeah, there's a lady walking across the street and she has a backpack. How dare she do that? Oh my god, you better go bark at her. I would rather just suffer. Like I'm very much now in my life a person who would rather just suffer than like inconvenience someone. I just have to start putting myself first, and I guess that still falls into the mental health thing, is like I gotta stop worrying about other people's emotions so much. Like be conscious of it, but like do what's right for Nicholas, you know? I need to stop being afraid of new experiences. I was so scared to go on that trip last week. Why? Oh. I don't want you to yell at me. I already know, okay? My last vlog was me doing this, so stop it. Stop it right now, because I'm gonna beat you up. I want to go to a gym. That's simple. Like, I just want to go to a gym, but I'm so scared. Like, I need to stop being afraid of that stuff. I'll be afraid for a while, but like maybe eventually if I keep doing it, like I'll just get over it. I don't know. But regardless, I have to just keep moving and keep doing things and get myself out of my comfort zone. I didn't realize I've been in my house for like years and just haven't left, except to go to the grocery store or take Steve for a walk or like see my parents. I need to get out and I need to do more things regardless of like how it makes me feel, you know? This goes along with like the second one, the desire for the perfect life, perfect content, perfect marriage, perfect whatever, right? Perfect social media, everything. My former manager was always talking to me about like my brand and like, what is my brand? What am I trying to sell you? And like, I was so stressed out about like trying to create this perfect brand, and like, oh my god, the amount of talks I would get about like, oh, your content pillars and your content needs to look like this, and like this is what's gonna get brands interested in you. This is why. Oh my, I could go on forever about it. I won't. But like, there's so many things that I feel like needed to be like different and needed to be perfect. And even in perfect marriage, like what can we do to have this like perfect marriage? But like, we're fine. Like, we're literally fine. We have no issues. A lot of it has to do with like people always comment on. It's not bad, okay? Like, it's okay to comment these things, but a lot of people comment being like, you made me believe in love again. Oh, if it's not like this, I don't want it. Like, oh, it's this, and you like put these relationships that we share as like on a pedestal. Hold on, Dad, my relationship is more important because you kind of missed. Can you try one more time? No, right there. I need a big kisser. Oh, that was wet. You know, look at the camera, look at the people, say, hey guys, pretty cute. It's not you putting the pressure on me, it's me putting the pressure on me, but it's like, I'm really like affected by outside voices. Maybe I need to write that one down. I'm very affected by outside voices to like have this perfect life, to be this perfect being, and like be held accountable for everyone in my life. No, what's wrong? Everyone's like opinion, you know, be the perfect owner, which honestly, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying. I know you think your life is very hard. Dad, life is very hard. But I just have to let go of that, like, everything needs to be perfect and it'll work out. And like, and if it's not perfect, it's not gonna work out. Like, I need to get over that and just like live my life, because I've spent so long now just trying to be like this perfect image of like who, like, I don't know. I see these other people making content and I think their life is perfect, and for sure they don't feel the same. You know what I mean? Like, as much as Lauren Giraldo, I just keep talking about her because she's, I feel like, one of the YouTubers I watch the most. As much as her life looks so perfect, and she even like talks about her breakdowns and all this stuff, like, I still am like, ugh, to be her, you know, like, I gotta move on. I need to start standing up and saying no more often. I don't know if I need to clarify much more on this one, but you know, I've just been for so long going along with so many things, and like, it's partially my fault. Like, I'm going along with a lot of stuff because I feel bad saying no to people. I don't want to let people down. I don't want people to be upset. And so I just keep going along with things. And in the end, it's just like, it's hurting me in the end. And I need to just be more aware of that. Okay, next. That one's quick. You guys all probably understand that one. I need to stop being affected by social norms. Okay, that one is so broad and so stupid, but it actually does affect me all the time. I won't make friends because I'm afraid to have to explain why I have long hair. How stupid is that? Ugh, these bitches on the internet who are like, okay, this bitch yesterday, this bitch who had a lot to say about me the other day, the media, Scooby was good. What's good? A kiss. Like the guy yesterday. Thank God he shared it with me that I'm not his type and he'd like someone more manly to stick it in. Interesting. But like those things, it's like I shouldn't care. And like I shouldn't care how people feel about me as a dog parent. I shouldn't care how people feel about me and Edmund's relationship. I shouldn't care that people are like, I see you with someone different. Like, none of those things should bother me. I shouldn't care that people don't like how I dress, or which I wear track pants and like an oversized shirt all day. Like, get over it. You freaks. I shouldn't care that people feel any way about me, but I do. I know you can't just like stop, but maybe just like start being more loud ass truck, bitch. I'm aware of that. Find better coping mechanisms or something like that. Yeah, I want a career online, and there is no fucking handbook. Like, oh my God. Like, you know when you go to work and there's a handbook on how to deal with problems? There isn't one for the internet. There really isn't. I just need to try to find a better way to do that. And so that's what I'm working on this year. I used to dress so differently and I used to act so differently, and I just like became this like muted, like, how do I say, like less loud, or like a robot of myself. And it's stupid and I hate it. The last one I have is I need to stop relying on other people. I keep putting myself in situations like the first one, blaming other people, where I feel like I put trust in other people, or like a manager, or like somebody to help me on different social media platforms, or like different things in my life I keep delegating to different people when I need to do it myself until I can't. But like, I just keep putting myself in these same, it feels like the same situations where I don't have control over my own life and my own career and my own things. I've just given so much of that control away, and like, not that like there hasn't been positive things that have come from it, but I really feel like in the end, it's hindered me. People are doing so much for me and I'm so appreciative of that, but like I don't have control over my own life. And I feel like right now, like today, this past week, so much has happened. I feel like for the first time in a long time, I have control over my life. I have no ties to any person, like in regards to like my career and stuff like that. And I just need to take ownership. And like, if it doesn't work out, there's no one to blame. It's myself. Does that make sense?
Hey, Scuba Boo. How are you doing? You're pretty sleepy.
Anyway, let's go burn these bitches.
Scuba Boo. What's going on?